Okay. Hello. So today I wanted to talk about something I think it's important. Maybe for some people it isn't. I don't know. But for me it is. I wanted to talk about the current state of the digital world, and it's rough. It's rough. I don't know where to start. I was upset today, and I was talking to my partner about it, and I was feeling a little bit upset because I'm kind of, I don't know if it is the correct word, but I'm kind of grieving. I'm in a type of grief maybe about it. I know it's a strong word, but that's how I feel because the internet has been a very important part of my life for the past 20 years, I guess, because I work with technology, and technology is a very big part of my life. And I also, like I said previously in other videos, I really like psychology, and I think it's doing a lot of wrong nowadays, today, in today's world. uh, I mean the internet and the technology, and that's how I feel today. Maybe I feel different about it in another time, but I don't think so because this has been a consistent emotion that I have towards the state of the digital world today. Uh, and I want to clarify what I'm referring about. I'm referring to. I mean, I'm referring to, like, you know, your TikTok, for example, and what it does to our mind. And lately, YouTube is another kind of TikTok as well. Is slowly but surely, and I'm not sure about slowly, um, transforming or getting very TikTok like, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And for example, I know it might sound harsh what I say, but keep in mind, sometimes I struggle to find the words. But lately, I feel like it's, I don't know, like the mind space that you get from getting into YouTube, for example, even if you just watch healthy, quote unquote, healthy content, the algorithms start to recommend very nasty things, and it's like a I don't know what word to use, but it's like a show of saturated colors and saturated morals and saturated um, feelings, and everything has to be. Uh, I'm a little bit lost for words, but everything has to be. What is it? Let me check for the word. 1 second. 1 second. I'm looking for my words. Uh, 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 uh. controversial. That's the word that I was looking for. Everything has to be controversial. Everything has to be triggering. Everything has to be like like a hyper palatable uh food. You know, everything is saturated with sugar and very processed sugar. Everything has to be like freaking McDonald's or something. And I'm 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 kind of going through a grief because I'm gonna die. 1 second. That didn't sound correct. I'm not dying, guys. I wanted to say that I'm kind of going through a grief because internet has been a very important part of my life for a lot of years, and not it's not the internet I grew up with anymore. And not because I'm an oldie or something, or not because I feel nostalgia or anything like that, but because I think it's getting objectively wrong, like real wrong. And I don't know, maybe I'm being paranoid, but every time I get into YouTube or any other social media, it feels um like an attack. I don't know. Maybe it's a bit paranoid. I don't know. You tell me, but it feels like an attack to my mind. Like I cannot even stand it for a couple of minutes. I used to be able to stand to, I don't know what's the word, to uh what is the word? I used to be able to watch content in social media, but I don't know if you ever been to X, for example, um, lately, but X is like a shithole. And but slowly but surely, every part of the internet is uh, transforming and being more like X or like TikTok. And I wanted to get out of this game. 1 second. The thing is, like I said, I work with technology, I study programming, and it's hard for me because I really like technology, and I don't want to become one of those Linux bros because I like simple things. I know how to use Linux. It's not Linux. I love it, but I just want to get in. I miss the old days, guys. I miss the old days where you had videos like this, just people talking and playing a game and chilling. And now everything has to be hyper palatable. Everything has to be controversial. And everything has a click view through rates max 1000. I don't know. You have to retain attention for every second that passes on the video, and it's sickening. That's a word. I'm feeling sick anytime I turn on my computer and get into any uh, mainstream site, you know. And I miss the old days. Maybe I'm getting old. I don't know. Uh, but I feel like the state of mind that you get from from watching this type of content. I feel like it's being more evident to me that I'm like seeing through this shit, you know? Uh like how you get like stressed and how it changes your mood. Maybe you were okay before opening these apps or sites, and then you feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm going to say some BG things. I think that's the term, BG 18. But you just want to, I don't know, watch a normal YouTube video, and you get like everything is so extremist. Everything is so polarizing. Everything is like a freaking giant ass, or 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 some, I don't know, some very handsome guy or girl, or everything has to be so uh I don't know, like, or anything like that, or things about politics or flat earthers, or I don't know. I'm just rambling around. Uh, but even if you just search for something very simple, like let's say you search for how to cook a frigging egg, and even if you had a new account, let's say you create a new account, new Google account, and you open up YouTube, you search for how to cook a frigging egg, and the next thing it happens is you go to your feed and you get an array of hyper colored videos and thumbnails with this, what is the word? Let me check 1 second. One second, guys. Garish? I don't know that word. Doesn't matter. Garish colors. I don't know if that is a word, but so saturated colors, saturated words, saturated thumbnails, saturated titles. Um, Everything has to be so dopaminergic. Uh, that's another term for it. Everything has to be so dopaminergic. Everything is hacking your dopamine. Everything is hacking your reward systems. I'm getting tired of it. I'm really getting tired of it. I really and it's kind of sad because even for our creators, I know that, like, for example, I used to follow some creators that were like more real, things like I'm trying to do here, um, more real content. But I don't want to criticize anyone. I'm not trying to criticize anyone. I really respect any person that starts to make content. I really do. But I think I can see how slowly they start to do everything like to appeal to the masses, because it's not because it's their fault. That's the thing. It's not their fault. It's the algorithm that forces you to to retain attention every 10 seconds, Do you remember when you didn't have to be retained every 10 seconds? Because I do. I remember, but when we could just pay attention and not being fed a lot of mm, McDonald's information directly to our veins through IV, you know, and it's getting old real fast. It's getting old real fast for me at least. Maybe I'm just upset today. I don't know. I don't know how to get out of this water. 1 second. Let me think for a moment. I remember when one could just pay attention to something, and I feel like my attention has fragmented a lot. Like sometimes I it's hard to read a freaking book, and I'm trying to disconnect from technology. That's what I have been trying to do. Uh, but nowadays it's like everything depends on technology and on social media and on your phone. Like in my work, I have to use apps and I have to use my phone and I have to use social media because it is important for my work. So it's not an escape. There is not as there is not an escape from it. From it, you have to like try to get around it, and it's very difficult. That's what I'm trying to say. What is that? What is that sound? And then it's sad for me. I really liked the internet. I really liked connecting with people, and I really like good content. And I'm not saying my content is good content. I don't know if it is. You tell me. But I miss the old days. I really do. And as I said, I don't think I'm just being like nostalgic because even some young young people is complaining about the same things, and I know it's not just me because I'm old or something. um but yeah, I don't even know what I said in this video. It's been 18 minutes. It was just a rant. I was just upset, and maybe I vomited a lot of words. I don't know, but I feel more calm now. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm being extremist. Don't even get me started on quote unquote artificial intelligence because every content is flooded now with AI slop. Everything is a giant AI slop, and I'm getting very tired real quick. Uh, AI slop is so dumb, so freaking dumb. Where was my house? My 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 quote unquote house. That giant cube, ugly cube of stone. or wood. I don't remember. Oh, there it is. Oh, right. I'm stupid. I had a waypoint. And I was thinking, it's the first time that I get the courage to do something in YouTube. And the thing is, I think I don't like it anymore. That's the sad part for me. I don't want to become that. I don't want to do content uh that has to be retaining the attention of the viewer every 10 seconds. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I really don't. I don't like it. It's not important for me. It's not something that I'm interested in. Um, I don't know. I don't know what to say, but I don't like it. And I just want to make like a diary, just say things, and that's it. But sometimes you feel like obligated to do these things because nobody watches you if you don't do that kind of uh all the words that I think of are are bad words. I don't want to say a lot of bad words. I don't want to do that kind of shit. Really. I just want to do wholesome, good content, real content. And I know real content is rewarded, right? I know. I'm not saying that you cannot do good content. You surely can. But the thing is, you're contributing to the same wheel, you know? Um, Maybe I'm being paranoid. I don't know. I don't know how to build houses. As you can see, my houses are ugly. The internet as I knew it has died. That's the reality. Sometimes I'm trying to act as if that is not the case, but it is. It is. I don't know, maybe I'm being pessimistic, but it is. And yeah. So I don't know what else to say. So maybe I'm going to leave it here. This house is ugly. I'm going to do something better. Maybe next video. I don't know. I'm going to dig up this dirt. So, oh, so no, I was going to say that so no small zombies get in, but they can jump. Okay, I'll have to get some glass. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say, I think. And I hope you have a great day. I hope your life um is good. I hope God bless you and I hope you have a great week, a great weekend. Enjoy the good things in life. Enjoy a good book or a good walk in the park or something. I don't know. Let's go. Let's get back to the basics, getting away from the computer, getting away from this crazy internet and algorithms and social media and disconnecting a little bit, you know? So, yeah, that's it for today's video. Have a nice day. Bye bye. God bless you.